Host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016. There's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Washington football team. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Here's Richie James on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
47 to Mike, boy, 47. Check, 47. It's going to be a long.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was 2nd in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Returnable for Spencer. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
20-yard line.
Haskins in the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at the 20. And he'll throw right away. And right side, Henry's got it. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Ball carrier. He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 3. And this is 3rd down.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Derrick Henry. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Fights him off. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 38. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Eluding the pressure right. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over.
1st and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They went 3-and-out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
Washington.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. This is Henry. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, it's Henry, and he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
And this is 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Haskins. Man open, it's Moss complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
First down, Washington.
They'll run with Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
No score.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with second and goal coming up. Second and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown.
Derrick Henry. Touchdown number 15 of the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Washington 7, 49ers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now James returning. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
At the 27-yard line.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Mostert.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and set them down.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
First down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 32-yard line. Henry. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
The ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On second down, here's Henry. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Haskins on third down. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Mostert. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having a pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. The 40. He's at the 30.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room because I just delivered.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Robert Foster, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes this Washington 14, 49ers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's James. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. from the gun. A run was Mostert. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again, Haskins. He'll air this one out deep for 6. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
1st down, Washington.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now Haskins on 1st down. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Washington 21, 49ers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now James returning. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. You're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Henry. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Well, the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12.
Again, it's Henry. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And 11 at the 38-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
21.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Flush to his right.
That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
The ball carrier.
Deron Payne's one of a good number of young defensive tackles in the game. Made a nice stop there. Now in his third year out of Alabama.
At the 50-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check 52. Check 43. $65. 59. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. I got one.
Once again, it's Mostert.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Both sevens to Mike. Stay with your man.
Garoppolo now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
7 brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
You better be afraid of me. Go.
So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs them up for another 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Running the counter with Mostert.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
3rd and goal.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal.
Go. Both sevens to Mike.
And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it.
So a decision to make there. They decline the penalty as they'd rather force the 4th down.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little.
Big yardage that time for Washington.
41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 25. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22-yard
line. A pickup of 2 yards and a Washington first down.
Play action. Haskins. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Makes this Washington
point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's James. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth-quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. And 3 yards there takes them to the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Washington on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Haskins out of the gun. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes this Washington 35. 49ers 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now James returning. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and certainly starting to appear that they might finally be about to suffer that first loss of the season. What a heck of a run through 3 months, though, but they trail big here. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They will run again with Coleman. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Montez Sweat brought him down. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
59. You gonna see me in your one, Omaha. You gonna
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
check three. Switch.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So another score there. And often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Watch the run, watch the run.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now Mostert.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there.
And now Garoppolo lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
For the extra point.
And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Here's James.
Richie James on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go. Let's go, D. It's going to be a hit.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Check Mike, check Mike.
Today,
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Washington, the win moves them to 12th.
Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Hey, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, greens with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in them. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought, yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me, yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve, yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming from the take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they on. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they do. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to do. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Just competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought, yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me, yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve, yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip, yeah, yeah. Champion, yeah, we here.